arithmetic progression, geometric progression. So we're given that second term, fourth term, eighth term of arithmetic progression for geometric progression. So G1 is A2, G2 is A4, G3 is A8. And also we were told that A3 plus A5 equals to 20. So we're supposed to find the G1, G2, G3, and G4. So from this information here, we know that common ratio is G1 over G2, G2 over G1 equals to G3 over G2. And from this one, we can say now it is A4 over A2 equals to A8 over A4. But A4, starting with AN, is A1 plus N minus 1 multiplied by common difference. So A4 will be A1 plus 3D, A8 will be A1 plus 7D, A2 will be A1 plus D. So the ratio here, A4, it is A1 plus 3D over A2, A1 plus D, equals to A1 plus 7D over A1 plus 3D. You're going to cross the multiplications. So eventually we're getting A1 plus 3D square equals to A1 plus 7D multiplied by A1 plus D. We expand this one. When expanding, we are getting A1 square plus 6C A1D plus 9D square equals to A1 square plus A1D 7 A1D, so it is 8 A1D plus 7D square. So A square will be cancelled, and now I'm going to collect like terms. So 7D will be taken to this side, will be 9D square minus 7D square equals to 8 A1D minus 6C A1D. So here you have 2D square equals to 2 A1D. 2 can be cancelled. So D basically equals to A1. So if D equals to A1, what is our common ratio? Our common ratio can be found actually directly from here, A1 plus 3D over A1 plus D. Common ratio, A1 is equals to D, so it means D plus 3D over D plus D. Common ratio is going to be 4D over 2D, which is equal to 2. But we were given this information here again, and for that information, dear students, we can say that A1 plus 2D plus A1 plus 4D equals to 20. But A1 equals to D, so this is basically 3D, D plus 2D plus D plus 4D equals to 20. So actually 3D plus D again, 4D, 8D equals to 20. So common difference will be 20 over 8, which is simplified by 4, 2 here by 4 will be 5. So you have 2.5 as our common difference. Now we are looking for G1, which is A2. So G1, it is A2, which is A1 plus D. G1 is 2 actually times D, because A1 equals to D. So G1 will be 2 times 2.5, which is 5. We have common ratio here 2, so G2 will be G1R, it is 5 times 2, 10. G3 will be G1R square, will be 5 times 2 square, you get 4 times 5, you get 20. And G4 will be G1R power 3, you have 5 times 2 power 3, 5 times 8, you get 40. So G1 equals to 5, G2 equals to 10, G3 equals to 20, and G4 equals to 40. That is the solution, dear students. Thank you very much.